You know, we all enjoy a great night out celebrating a special occasion with some good food, a nice drink, and maybe even an occasional treat when we accomplish a goal. But how can we tell if a food reward is actually a symptom of being a food addict? We're joined this morning by personal trainer and weight loss specialist Lisa Lynn, and she's got the answers for us. Nice to see you.
I do.
Well, before we get started, we're going to take this quiz, but very quickly, what is a food addiction?
Well, a food addiction, in my book, is anybody who has above 10 pounds to lose.
Okay.
Because you go on vacation, you eat too much, you come home, you lose it, but when you can't turn that switch back around, and I am one of them, that's where we've crossed the line, and you almost need to shut your ears to all the magazine articles and live a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle, isn't it?
Let's quiz them.
Okay, very good. Let's get started. Number one, first thing, now, everyone listen at home, are you a food addict? And the first question, you have, that's not it. Here we go. Have you ever wanted to stop eating and found you just cannot? Okay.
Yes.
The answer is yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, number two, do you think about your weight or food constantly?
Not anymore because I live on a plan, but
Yeah. Do you eat when you're not hungry? I think a lot of people do that, unfortunately. Do you frequently feel guilty or ashamed about what you're eating?
Guilty.
So far, two of these I am guilty of. And finally, the fifth question, do you feel helpless about your relationship with food?
I have been there, and I'm returning millions of emails that I've gotten, and I realize that we don't talk to these people enough. Anybody who's, not the 120 in the gym doing a PX90, and they're out there suffering, and I sure was, on the couch, depressed. Yeah. People look at me and they're like, what? But I'm good now because I live on a food plan, and you do too, which is why you only answered yes to two of those.
Now, how many of those do you have to say yes to?
Really,
to
only
really
one.
Categorize?
And as a nation, it's gone beyond we need to eat clean. We're addicted because we're so stressed out.
Yeah, that's absolutely it. My issue here is that I do have guilt about certain things that I eat.
But only because you're under the cameras and you're, right?
Well, I don't know. I don't know why.
Or you're not doing the right thing.
Maybe I've had 3 days that I was too tired and I couldn't get to the gym.
A lot of people say to me, well, how do you know I need to be on a plan? Which my job here is to offer you hope that it's out there, and this can be changed. Believe it or not, I didn't believe it could, but if I can do it, you can. And there's hope out there, but I did have to change the way I ate because I was clinically addicted.
All right, so we're going to take a look, right?
Now, we're going to start on this side, which I call them trigger foods.
Okay.
And these trigger foods, I brought lots of, I could have went on for days. Even something that we think is good for us, like orange juice, wakes up our sweet tooth, and the next thing we know, we have to have carbs every 25. I have women who eat all day long.
Yeah, that's the problem, that grazing all day long.
And
like
it's
that,
in everything. 10 grams in spaghetti sauce, 40 in the orange juice. And it's not that you need to live no carb, but you need to live the right carb. And we've come so far away from that that when I say to you what you're supposed to eat, they look at me like I'm, what?
You're right.
But it's not my rules.
This is a pretty surprising one, I think, for a lot of people here. I mean, we're not trying to name other products.
Well, the reason I brought
this is a product that people are supposed to be drinking so that they lose weight.
Well, and so you're out there, say you're 350 pounds, which I got a lot of emails last time for people asking for help. So you go to the grocery store and you try to do the right thing and you wonder, why isn't this going away? This is, and it makes me very angry that they play on your weakest points, and it's going to spur the sugar addiction more and change nothing. So now you're just more frustrated, and now you have guilt and shame. Now I want to talk about the go-to foods, which are...
So we're going to get rid of these.
Yes, and you know what? I'm still a food addict. I still reach for food. Find me a guy that excites me like chocolate. But you need to make sure you've got some lean proteins like egg whites and egg substitute I brought because you can always have it in your refrigerator. Right. A protein shake to get up with and start your day so you're not thinking, planning. Your Mahdi wants croissant with butter. Drink the shake, go to work, and live your life. Yep. And surround yourself by fruits and vegetables. Primarily vegetables and green so that you can just get up and you always have something to eat. And sugarless gum because it doesn't go away. And as you uncover the issue, be prepared for whatever's been eating you to come out. Things like lean turkey breasts, which you could just go to the deli, grab it. So instead of going to the carbs and chips and bagels and all the things we love, go to the foods that are going to shut it down and not wake it up.
Right.
And I have a non-trigger food plan that anybody who needs help wants to email me. I'll forward it to you, and I'm happy to guide you. Anyone who's emailed me will say answer all of them because I've been there, depressed. I know what it feels like. I don't know what to do, so they do nothing.
Right. So if you answered yes to one or more of these questions that we presented to you, then we're going to highly suggest that you get hold of Lisa, because she's going to be able to guide you on this diet that is going to get you off the couch and make you feel better. That's a spiral.
And little things I brought, like I have a little pad that I keep in my purse with a pen, a journal. It doesn't have to be complicated, or you could take your iPad or iPhone, and I have clients who will keep track on their iPad or iPhone, copy, paste, email it to me. They need to have accountability, and it's my job to say, yeah, that pudding over there that has 20 grams of sugar per little cup, turn it into cottage cheese or a shake, and now you're losing, but you feel mentally so much better, you'll never want to go back.
I see you also have this, which is...
Important point.
Yeah.
Anybody can walk. So we're talking to people who are 200 and up today, really, and not. I know food addicts who are buffed, but you should be getting out walking to lower the insulin levels, and exercise will replace the things that we're going for carbs for, the endorphins.
Right. What we grabbed here is a pedometer.
A pedometer.
So that you can count how many steps it is that you're taking. You need 10,000 a day. You'd be shocked how many that is. And if you're not walking 10,000, you're not taking 10,000 steps.
You're not moving enough, so you're going to get more depressed.
Yep.
And all the phones, by the way, and iPads have pedometers in them.
They do, exactly. Hey, you're going to be on Dr. Oz.
I am tomorrow, and we're going to kind of elaborate more on this about how we feel about fluffy skin and bloated and what you can do about it, which is important because those are byproducts of not eating correctly.
Dr. Oz tomorrow at 5 p.m. right here on Fox 25, and it's LisaLynnFitness.com. Get hold of Lisa. She's going to help you out. Great to see you. We'll see you again soon. I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
You will.